Have you ever thought about how being accountable can propel you toward personal and professional growth? Accountability is the cornerstone of integrity and success. When you take ownership of your actions and decisions, you cultivate trust, responsibility, and a deeper understanding of your role in the world. Rather than shifting blame, acknowledging your mistakes becomes an opportunity for learning and self-improvement. This mindset fosters resilience, builds stronger relationships, and helps you navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose, ensuring that you continue to evolve into your best self. Mistakes are an inevitable part of the human experience, yet their true value lies in how we respond to them. Rather than viewing errors as sources of shame or evidence of personal failure, they should be embraced as powerful learning opportunities. Every misstep offers insight into our decision-making, behavior, and thought processes, allowing us to refine our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This perspective shifts mistakes from being obstacles to growth into stepping stones towards self-improvement. Acknowledging our errors requires self-awareness, the ability to step back and examine situations objectively, and the courage to confront uncomfortable truths about our actions. Without this awareness, mistakes tend to repeat themselves, leading to cycles of frustration and stagnation rather than progress. For instance, consider an employee who fails to meet a project deadline due to poor time management. If this person merely assigns blame to external circumstances, no growth occurs. However, if they take responsibility and reflect on the missteps, perhaps recognizing a need for better prioritization or improved communication with colleagues, they can develop new strategies to prevent similar setbacks in the future. This shift in perspective does not eliminate the mistake, but transforms it into a valuable lesson that enhances both personal and professional growth. Accepting responsibility in this way also fosters integrity and trust, as people around us recognize our willingness to hold ourselves accountable rather than deflecting blame. One major barrier to acknowledging mistakes is perfectionism, the fear of appearing flawed or incompetent. Many individuals avoid admitting their errors out of concern for judgment or rejection, believing that mistakes diminish their value. However, striving for an unattainable standard of perfection often leads to excessive self-criticism and anxiety, stifling creativity and personal development. Overcoming perfectionism involves reframing failure as a natural and necessary part of learning. Many great innovators, artists, and leaders attribute their success to the lessons learned from previous failures. Thomas Edison, for example, conducted thousands of failed experiments before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his repeated failures, he reframed them as discoveries of what did not work, each one bringing him closer to success. This mindset underscores the idea that mistakes, far from being a source of shame, are essential for progress. Equally important is the ability to practice self-forgiveness. Holding on to guilt or self-blame can be emotionally paralyzing, preventing individuals from moving forward and applying the lessons they have learned. Recognizing that everyone is fallible allows for a more compassionate and constructive response to mistakes. Instead of dwelling on past failures, individuals who forgive themselves can redirect their energy toward improvement. A student who performs poorly on an exam, for instance, might initially feel disappointment and self-doubt. If they allow these emotions to fester, they may lose motivation altogether. However, if they acknowledge their mistakes, analyze what went wrong, perhaps they need better study habits or time management, they can make adjustments and perform better in the future. Self-forgiveness does not mean ignoring mistakes. Rather, it involves using them as fuel for growth rather than as anchors that weigh one down. Acknowledging mistakes also strengthens relationships, both personal and professional. Openly admitting errors demonstrates maturity and integrity, showing others that we value honesty over pride. Transparency and communication fosters trust and encourages those around us to adopt a similar mindset of accountability. In a team setting, when a leader acknowledges a poor decision rather than shifting blame onto subordinates, it cultivates a culture of trust and respect. Employees feel more secure in voicing concerns, offering feedback, and learning from their own experiences. Conversely, a leader who refuses to admit mistakes may create an environment where employees fear repercussions, leading to dishonesty and inefficiency. The ability to acknowledge mistakes and communicate openly about them strengthens interpersonal connections, fostering an atmosphere where growth is prioritized over ego. Beyond self-awareness and transparency, learning from mistakes requires taking proactive steps to ensure improvement. This involves analyzing the root cause of an error, identifying patterns of behavior that contributed to it, and implementing changes to prevent repetition. If an athlete consistently underperforms during competitions due to nerves, acknowledging the issue is only the first step. They must also explore potential solutions, such as practicing mindfulness techniques or adjusting their training routine to address the underlying cause. Reflection without action limits the transformative power of mistakes. True growth occurs when lessons are applied to future situations. Embracing vulnerability is another crucial component of acknowledging mistakes. In a society that often values confidence and certainty, admitting fault can feel risky. However, vulnerability is not a weakness. Rather, it is a demonstration of strength and authenticity. When individuals allow themselves to be open about their failures, they connect more deeply with others who share similar struggles. This authenticity creates a supportive environment where learning is prioritized over the illusion of perfection. A mentor who shares their own professional setbacks with a mentee, for example, creates a space where the mentee feels comfortable discussing their own challenges and seeking guidance. This exchange of experiences fosters resilience, equipping individuals with the tools to navigate difficulties more effectively. Resilience, in turn, plays a significant role in the process of acknowledging and learning from mistakes. The ability to recover from setbacks, rather than being consumed by them, determines long-term success. Facing errors head on builds mental and emotional strength, allowing individuals to handle future challenges with greater ease. When setbacks are viewed as temporary and surmountable rather than defining moments of failure, perseverance becomes a natural response. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists alike often credit their success to their ability to push forward despite past failures. Each challenge overcome contributes to a stronger foundation of experience, shaping a mindset that welcomes growth rather than fearing mistakes. By recognizing the value in mistakes, practicing self-awareness, overcoming perfectionism, fostering transparency, and embracing vulnerability, individuals can transform errors into powerful opportunities for growth. Every failure contains the potential for insight, provided that it is approached with curiosity rather than avoidance. The journey of self-improvement is ongoing, and mistakes are not roadblocks, but essential markers along the way. Instead of being weighed down by past errors, those who acknowledge and learn from them build a future defined by resilience, wisdom, and continuous evolution. Transparent communication is the foundation of trust, collaboration, and personal integrity. Expressing thoughts, emotions, and intentions openly fosters an environment where honesty thrives and credibility strengthens relationships. In personal and professional settings, transparency minimizes misunderstandings and encourages deeper connections. When communication is clear, expectations align, and potential conflicts are addressed before they escalate. In contrast, a lack of openness leads to confusion and mistrust, weakening relationships and hindering teamwork. Consider a workplace scenario where a project is falling behind schedule. If a manager conceals the issue or downplays its significance, team members may remain unaware of the urgency, leading to further delays. However, if the manager communicates transparently, explaining the challenges and seeking input on solutions, the team can collaborate more effectively to address the problem. This openness not only helps resolve the immediate issue, but also strengthens the team's confidence in their leader. When employees feel informed, they are more engaged, motivated, and willing to take responsibility. Transparency, therefore, enhances accountability at all levels, reinforcing the idea that open dialogue is not just about conveying information, but about fostering shared responsibility. Active listening is a crucial component of transparent communication. It is not enough to simply share thoughts openly. Genuine communication requires attentiveness to others' perspectives. Many misunderstandings arise, not from a lack of information, but from a failure to listen effectively. When individuals engage in active listening, they focus entirely on the speaker, seeking to understand rather than merely waiting for their turn to respond. This approach encourages mutual respect and ensures that discussions lead to meaningful solutions rather than surface-level exchanges. In a family setting, for example, when a parent actively listens to their child's concerns rather than dismissing them, the child feels valued and understood, strengthening their emotional bond. In contrast, dismissive responses can lead to frustration and withdrawal, eroding trust over time. Empathy is another essential element of transparent communication. It involves not only understanding someone's words, but also considering the emotions and experiences behind them. When people communicate with empathy, they validate others' feelings, making interactions more meaningful. In a corporate environment, a manager who acknowledges an employee's challenges before providing constructive feedback demonstrates that they value their team members as individuals rather than just as workers. This empathetic approach makes difficult conversations more productive, as employees are more receptive to feedback when they feel heard and respected. Without empathy, even well-intentioned messages can come across as harsh or dismissive, creating unnecessary tension. Creating a safe space for dialogue is equally important. Transparency flourishes in environments where people feel secure expressing their thoughts without fear of judgment or retaliation. If individuals worry that honesty will lead to criticism or punishment, they may withhold valuable insights or concerns. In contrast, when leaders and team members cultivate an atmosphere of psychological safety, where mistakes can be discussed openly and differing opinions are encouraged, innovation and problem-solving thrive. Take, for example, a brainstorming session where employees fear that their ideas will be ridiculed. If they hesitate to share their thoughts, the organization misses out on potential creative solutions. However, in a culture where transparency is valued, even unconventional ideas are considered, leading to greater innovation. Transparent communication also strengthens decision-making processes. When individuals have access to complete and accurate information, they can make informed choices that align with their goals and values. Unclear or misleading communication, however, can result in decisions based on incomplete data, leading to unintended consequences. A company that provides employees with clear guidelines on performance expectations ensures that individuals understand what is required of them, reducing uncertainty and enhancing productivity. Similarly, in personal relationships, partners who communicate openly about their expectations and concerns are more likely to build lasting, harmonious connections. Hidden frustrations or unspoken assumptions, on the other hand, often lead to conflicts that could have been avoided through honest dialogue. Transparency is particularly vital in resolving conflicts. Many disputes escalate not because of the initial disagreement, but due to miscommunication or perceived dishonesty. When individuals approach conflicts with openness, acknowledging their role in the issue and expressing their concerns without hostility, resolutions become more attainable. In a workplace setting, if two colleagues have differing approaches to a project, discussing their perspectives transparently can lead to a compromise that benefits both parties. Avoiding the conversation or resorting to passive-aggressive behavior, however, only deepens the divide. Transparent communication turns conflicts into opportunities for understanding and collaboration rather than sources of resentment. Nonverbal communication also plays a significant role in transparency. Words alone are not enough to convey authenticity. Body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice all contribute to the message being received. A person who claims to be open to feedback but crosses their arms and avoids eye contact sends a conflicting signal, making others hesitant to speak honestly. Aligning verbal and nonverbal communication ensures that messages are perceived as sincere, reinforcing trust. This consistency is particularly important in leadership, where employees look for cues that their leaders genuinely support transparency. A manager who encourages open communication but reacts defensively when receiving feedback undermines the very culture they are trying to build. Technology has also reshaped the way transparency functions in modern communication. In an era of instant messaging and digital collaboration, the speed of information sharing has increased, but so has the potential for misinterpretation. Emails, for example, lack the vocal inflections and facial expressions that provide context in face-to-face conversations. This absence of emotional cues can lead to misunderstandings, making it essential for written communication to be clear and precise. Organizations that prioritize transparency often establish guidelines for digital communication, ensuring that messages remain constructive and informative rather than ambiguous or abrupt. Similarly, social media platforms have amplified the need for transparency, as public figures and businesses are held accountable for their statements. A brand that openly addresses customer concerns fosters loyalty, whereas one that deflects criticism risks damaging its reputation. Ultimately, transparent communication is not just about sharing information. It is about fostering relationships built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. It requires individuals to listen actively, communicate with empathy, and create environments where honesty is encouraged. When people embrace transparency, they cultivate stronger personal and professional connections, navigate conflicts more effectively, and make informed decisions with confidence. The impact of open communication extends beyond individual interactions, shaping cultures where integrity is valued and collaboration flourishes. By committing to transparency, individuals not only strengthen their relationships, but also contribute to a more honest and connected world. Self-reflection is a powerful tool that allows individuals to deepen their understanding of themselves, their emotions, and their decisions. Regular self-reflection provides valuable insights from past experiences, fostering both emotional and intellectual growth. Rather than reacting impulsively to life's challenges, those who reflect on their actions can make more thoughtful decisions, improving their personal and professional lives. This process fosters emotional intelligence, as it encourages individuals to recognize and manage their emotions effectively. When people take time to examine their thoughts and behaviors, they become more aware of patterns that either serve them or hinder their progress, allowing them to make necessary adjustments. For example, consider an employee who frequently experiences stress at work. Without self-reflection, they might assume that external factors, such as a demanding boss or an overwhelming workload, are solely responsible for their frustration. However, through self-reflection, they may realize that procrastination or ineffective time management plays a significant role in their stress levels. This realization enables them to take corrective action, such as setting better priorities or adopting stress management techniques, leading to a more productive and balanced work life. Reflection transforms vague feelings of frustration into concrete understanding, empowering individuals to take control of their circumstances. One of the most effective ways to practice self-reflection is through journaling. Writing down thoughts and emotions provides a structured way to analyze experiences, identify recurring themes, and track progress over time. Unlike fleeting thoughts that may be forgotten, written reflections serve as a tangible record of growth, allowing individuals to revisit past insights and measure their development. Many successful people, including leaders, artists, and entrepreneurs, credit journaling as a key habit that helps them refine their goals and navigate challenges. A student struggling with self-doubt, for instance, might use a journal to document moments of success and resilience. Over time, reviewing these entries can build confidence and serve as a reminder that obstacles can be overcome with persistence. Meditation is another powerful tool for self-reflection. While journaling captures thoughts in words, meditation allows individuals to observe their minds without judgment. By sitting in silence and focusing on the present moment, individuals can gain clarity about their emotions, thought patterns, and reactions. Meditation fosters self-awareness by helping people recognize when they are driven by fear, stress, or unconscious biases. A professional preparing for an important presentation, for example, may feel intense anxiety about speaking in front of an audience. Through meditation, they might realize that their fear stems not from a lack of ability, but from a past experience of public embarrassment. Recognizing this connection allows them to approach the situation with a new perspective, reducing unnecessary stress. Beyond personal growth, self-reflection plays a crucial role in improving relationships. When individuals reflect on their interactions with others, they develop a deeper understanding of their communication style and emotional responses. Instead of blaming others for misunderstandings, they can assess their own role in conflicts and make adjustments accordingly. For instance, a person who frequently argues with their partner may initially believe that the other person is simply difficult to deal with. However, upon reflection, they might recognize that their own defensiveness or unwillingness to listen contributes to the tension. With this awareness, they can take steps to improve communication, fostering a healthier and more supportive relationship. Self-reflection strengthens decision-making by revealing patterns in our choices. Those who reflect regularly recognize the impact of their past actions and are better equipped to navigate future difficulties. This awareness is particularly valuable when facing challenges, as it helps individuals adapt, problem solve, and develop resilience. Reflecting on past decisions allows individuals to identify which choices led to positive outcomes and which ones resulted in regret. This knowledge helps them refine their decision-making process, ensuring that future choices align with their values and long-term goals. A business leader, for instance, may reflect on a failed project and recognize that their reluctance to delegate responsibilities led to burnout and inefficiency. Learning from this experience, they might adjust their leadership approach, entrusting their team with greater autonomy and fostering a more effective workflow. Incorporating regular self-reflection into daily life requires discipline and intentionality. Many people avoid introspection because it forces them to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves. However, true growth occurs when individuals have the courage to face their shortcomings and take responsibility for their actions. Developing a habit of setting aside time for reflection, whether through morning journaling, evening meditation, or weekly self-assessments, ensures that personal development remains a continuous process. Without reflection, mistakes risk being repeated and valuable lessons may be overlooked. Self-reflection also plays a critical role in building resilience. Life is filled with setbacks, failures, and unexpected challenges. But those who engage in self-reflection are better equipped to navigate difficulties. By analyzing past hardships and identifying the strengths that help them endure, individuals cultivate a mindset of perseverance. An athlete recovering from an injury, for example, may reflect on previous obstacles they have overcome, reminding themselves of their capacity for resilience. This perspective shifts focus away from discouragement and toward the belief that challenges are temporary and surmountable. Another significant benefit of self-reflection is the ability to align actions with core values. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in external expectations and lose sight of what truly matters. Regular reflection ensures that individuals remain connected to their personal principles and aspirations. Someone pursuing a high-paying job, for example, may feel unsatisfied despite professional success. Through reflection, they may realize that financial gain alone does not fulfill them and that they need to prioritize meaningful work that aligns with their passions. This self-awareness allows them to make career decisions that bring a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. While self-reflection is deeply personal, it can also be enhanced through discussions with trusted mentors, friends, or therapists. Engaging in reflective conversations allows individuals to gain new perspectives and uncover insights that may not be apparent on their own. A writer facing creative block, for instance, might struggle to understand why their inspiration has faded. By discussing their frustrations with a mentor, they may realize that self-imposed pressure to meet unrealistic expectations is stifling their creativity. This realization encourages them to adopt a more flexible mindset, reigniting their passion for their craft. Ultimately, self-reflection is a lifelong journey that leads to greater self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and personal growth. It is not about dwelling on the past, but about using past experiences as a guide for future actions. Those who make self-reflection a regular practice develop a deeper connection with themselves, allowing them to live with greater intention and clarity. Whether through journaling, meditation, or honest introspection, the process of reflection empowers individuals to continually evolve, making better decisions, strengthening relationships, and building a life that aligns with their values. In embracing self-reflection, people gain not only a clearer understanding of themselves, but also the ability to shape their future with wisdom and confidence. Learning from challenges is an essential part of personal and professional growth. Every difficulty presents an opportunity to develop resilience, enhance problem-solving skills, and build the strength necessary to navigate an unpredictable world. Rather than perceiving obstacles as setbacks, those who approach challenges with a growth mindset can extract valuable lessons, transforming hardships into stepping stones for success. This perspective allows individuals to face adversity with curiosity rather than fear, fostering adaptability and long-term perseverance. Challenges test not only one's abilities, but also one's mindset and emotional resilience, shaping individuals into more capable and self-aware versions of themselves. A person facing career struggles, for example, might initially view professional setbacks as a sign of failure. However, by shifting their perspective, they can analyze the situation more constructively, identifying areas for improvement and exploring new approaches. If a business owner's startup fails, they may experience disappointment, but through reflection, they can pinpoint factors that contributed to the downfall, perhaps ineffective marketing strategies or misaligned priorities. By learning from these experiences, they are better equipped to refine their next venture, increasing their chances of success. Many successful entrepreneurs, including figures like Steve Jobs, encountered significant failures before ultimately achieving greatness. Their ability to learn from challenges rather than being defeated by them was a defining factor in their eventual accomplishments. Resilience plays a critical role in learning from difficulties. Those who can recover from setbacks with determination and optimism are more likely to succeed in the long run. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about developing the mental and emotional strength to face it head on. Athletes, for instance, must overcome physical and psychological barriers to reach their full potential. A runner who suffers an injury could allow discouragement to end their career, or they could use the recovery period to build endurance, refine techniques, and strengthen their mindset. By viewing the injury as a challenge rather than an endpoint, they cultivate the resilience necessary to emerge even stronger. Seeking feedback is another crucial aspect of learning from challenges. When individuals remain open to constructive criticism, they gain insights that they might have otherwise overlooked. Many people resist feedback because it highlights areas of weakness, but those who embrace it as an opportunity for growth accelerate their development. A student struggling with academic performance may initially feel discouraged by poor grades. However, by seeking guidance from teachers, tutors, or mentors, they can identify study techniques that better align with their learning style. Instead of seeing criticism as a personal attack, they recognize it as a tool for refinement, using it to improve future performance. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is one of the most powerful ways to navigate challenges. Many individuals fear failure, associating it with inadequacy, but in reality, failure is an inevitable part of any meaningful journey. Some of history's greatest innovators, such as Thomas Edison, whose countless failed attempts preceded the invention of the light bulb, viewed failure as an essential component of progress. When individuals shift their mindset to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a dead end, they free themselves from the fear of making mistakes. This shift allows them to experiment, take risks, and explore new possibilities without being paralyzed by the need for perfection. Adaptability is another key trait in overcoming challenges. The world is constantly changing, and those who can adjust to new circumstances are better positioned for long-term success. A company facing economic downturns must pivot its strategies to survive, just as an individual encountering unexpected life changes must adapt rather than resist. During the COVID-19 pandemic, businesses that quickly embraced digital transformation thrived, while those that remained rigid struggled. Adaptability is not just about reacting to change, but about proactively seeking ways to evolve in response to new circumstances. Those who cultivate this skill become more resilient and open-minded, prepared to handle whatever comes their way. Patience is also crucial when navigating difficulties. Many challenges take time to resolve, and individuals who expect immediate results may become discouraged when progress is slow. A writer struggling with creative block may feel frustrated when inspiration does not come easily, but by remaining patient and consistently engaging in the creative process, they eventually regain momentum. Similarly, someone learning a new skill, such as playing a musical instrument, must accept that mastery takes time. Those who persevere despite initial struggles often experience the greatest rewards, as true growth requires sustained effort. Perseverance distinguishes those who overcome challenges from those who are defeated by them. While motivation can fluctuate, perseverance ensures that individuals continue working toward their goals even when progress feels minimal. A scientist conducting research may face repeated failed experiments, but those who persist eventually make breakthroughs. Every setback is an opportunity to refine techniques, adjust approaches, and gain deeper insights. Without perseverance, many of humanity's greatest achievements, from medical advancements to space exploration, would not have been possible. Learning from challenges also enhances self-awareness. By analyzing how they respond to difficulties, individuals gain a clearer understanding of their strengths and weaknesses. A leader who struggles with delegating tasks may realize through experience that trust in their team is essential for efficiency. This self-awareness allows them to develop better leadership skills, ensuring that future challenges are handled more effectively. Similarly, someone who consistently encounters difficulties in personal relationships may, through reflection, recognize patterns of behavior that contribute to conflicts. Understanding these patterns enables them to make meaningful changes, fostering healthier and more fulfilling connections with others. Difficult situations often reveal untapped potential. Many individuals discover hidden strengths only when faced with adversity. A person who loses their job may uncover entrepreneurial skills they never knew they had, leading them to start their own business. A student who struggles in traditional education settings may realize that they learn best through hands-on experiences, guiding them toward a more suitable career path. Challenges push individuals beyond their comfort zones, forcing them to develop skills and qualities that they might not have cultivated otherwise. In this way, adversity becomes a catalyst for self-discovery and transformation. Support systems also play a crucial role in learning from challenges. While personal resilience is important, no one overcomes difficulties entirely alone. Seeking guidance from mentors, friends, or colleagues provides valuable perspectives and emotional encouragement. A young professional facing career uncertainty may benefit from the advice of someone who has navigated similar struggles. Surrounding oneself with supportive individuals fosters a sense of community, reminding people that they are not alone in their journey. Encouragement from others can provide the motivation needed to persist through difficult times. Ultimately, learning from challenges is about embracing growth in all its forms. It requires resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to see obstacles not as barriers, but as opportunities. Every hardship carries a lesson, and those who take the time to reflect, seek feedback, and persevere emerge stronger and more capable. The process is not always easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. Individuals who approach life's challenges with a mindset of learning and growth continuously evolve, building the wisdom and experience necessary to navigate an ever-changing world. By transforming difficulties into lessons, people not only overcome immediate obstacles, but also lay the foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. Committing to growth is an ongoing process that requires intentionality, perseverance, and a clear sense of direction. Setting realistic and well-defined goals is a crucial first step in this journey, as goals provide a framework for continuous improvement and ensure that efforts remain focused and measurable. Without clearly defined objectives, progress can feel aimless, making it difficult to stay motivated or assess achievements effectively. Individuals who establish specific actionable goals are more likely to make consistent progress, whether in their personal development, careers, or relationships. A student aiming to improve their academic performance, for instance, benefits far more from setting a structured goal, such as dedicating 2 additional hours each evening to studying rather than simply wishing for better grades. Clarity in goal setting transforms abstract aspirations into tangible, achievable milestones. A proactive attitude is crucial for personal and professional growth. People who seek opportunities such as learning new skills, networking, or starting independent projects position themselves for long-term success. For example, an aspiring entrepreneur who researches industry trends and tests new business strategies will advance far more than one who passively waits for the right opportunity. This proactive mindset involves seeking out learning experiences, embracing challenges, and constantly looking for ways to improve. A young entrepreneur who actively researches industry trends, attends networking events, and experiments with new business strategies is far more likely to achieve success than one who passively hopes for good fortune. By taking responsibility for their own development, individuals ensure that they remain in control of their trajectory rather than becoming passive participants in their own lives. Lifelong learning is a defining characteristic of those who are committed to growth. The world is constantly evolving, and those who embrace continuous education remain adaptable and competitive. Whether through formal education, reading, skill development, or experiential learning, the pursuit of knowledge enhances both personal fulfillment and professional capabilities. Consider an employee in the rapidly changing field of technology. If they fail to update their skills and knowledge, they risk becoming obsolete. In contrast, those who actively seek out training in emerging technologies position themselves as valuable assets within their industry. Lifelong learning is not limited to professional development. It also enriches personal life by fostering curiosity, broadening perspectives, and encouraging intellectual engagement. Resilience is an indispensable trait for sustained growth. Setbacks and failures are inevitable, but those who are resilient view obstacles as temporary challenges rather than insurmountable barriers. The ability to recover from adversity and continue moving forward is what separates those who stagnate from those who evolve. Athletes, for example, must develop resilience to endure the rigorous demands of training and competition. A runner who loses a race may feel discouraged, but if they analyze their performance, adjust their strategy, and maintain a consistent training regimen, they will ultimately improve. Resilience allows individuals to transform disappointments into learning experiences rather than deterrents. One of the most effective ways to sustain personal and professional growth is through consistent self-assessment. Reflection on past successes and failures provides insight into what strategies work and what areas need improvement. A musician striving for excellence may record their practice sessions and analyze their performance, identifying specific areas that require attention. Similarly, a business leader who regularly evaluates company performance can make informed adjustments to strategies, ensuring continued progress. Self-assessment prevents complacency by encouraging individuals to remain aware of their strengths and weaknesses, enabling them to make necessary adjustments in their journey toward growth. The importance of adaptability cannot be overstated. As the world evolves, so too must individuals who wish to remain successful. The ability to navigate change with flexibility ensures that progress is not hindered by unexpected circumstances. Many companies that once dominated their industries, such as Kodak and Blockbuster, failed to adapt to technological advancements, leading to their decline. Conversely, businesses that embrace innovation and continuously evolve, such as Amazon and Tesla, thrive by staying ahead of trends. Adaptability extends beyond the professional realm. In personal development, being open to change allows individuals to seize new opportunities and adjust to life's inevitable transitions with confidence. Developing discipline is another fundamental aspect of committing to growth. Motivation alone is often insufficient, as enthusiasm fluctuates based on circumstances. Discipline ensures that individuals remain committed to their goals even when motivation wanes. Writers, for instance, must cultivate discipline to complete novels, as inspiration alone is not enough to sustain long-term projects. Those who establish structured routines, set deadlines, and hold themselves accountable are more likely to achieve success. The ability to remain consistent in the pursuit of goals, even in the absence of immediate rewards, is what ultimately leads to meaningful progress. Time management plays a crucial role in sustaining growth. With countless distractions and obligations competing for attention, individuals must prioritize tasks that align with their long-term goals. Effective time management involves setting priorities, eliminating inefficiencies, and allocating time to activities that yield the greatest benefits. A professional balancing work, education, and personal responsibilities must learn to manage their schedule effectively to ensure consistent progress in all areas. Without intentional time allocation, even the most ambitious goals can fall by the wayside due to daily distractions and competing demands. Building a strong support system enhances an individual's ability to grow. Surrounding oneself with mentors, peers, and role models provides guidance, encouragement, and accountability. A young professional seeking career advancement benefits greatly from having a mentor who offers insights and advice based on lived experience. Similarly, individuals pursuing fitness goals often find greater success when they join supportive communities or engage in group training programs. The presence of supportive relationships fosters motivation and resilience, making it easier to stay committed to personal and professional growth. Growth is not solely about external achievements. It also involves internal development. Cultivating emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and mindfulness enhances an individual's ability to navigate challenges effectively. Those who develop emotional intelligence are better equipped to handle stress, build strong relationships, and make sound decisions. A leader who possesses emotional intelligence can manage team dynamics with empathy and clarity, fostering a more productive and harmonious work environment. The ability to regulate emotions, practice self-control, and respond thoughtfully to challenges strengthens both personal well-being and professional success. Incorporating feedback into the growth process accelerates improvement. Constructive criticism, whether from colleagues, mentors, or personal reflections, provides valuable insights that may not be immediately apparent. A musician who receives feedback from a teacher can refine their technique, just as a business executive who listens to customer feedback can improve company performance. Rather than resisting criticism, those committed to growth actively seek out perspectives that challenge them to improve. The willingness to learn from others accelerates progress and fosters a mindset of continuous development. Ultimately, committing to growth is about embracing the process rather than focusing solely on the outcome. Those who view growth as a lifelong journey rather than a destination cultivate a mindset of curiosity, resilience, and adaptability. They recognize that setbacks are not failures, but essential components of progress. Whether through setting clear goals, adopting a proactive approach, embracing lifelong learning, or developing resilience, individuals who commit to continuous improvement unlock their full potential by taking intentional steps toward personal and professional growth. They not only enhance their own lives, but also inspire and uplift those around them. Accountability serves as the foundation for ethical behavior, integrity, and self-discipline, all of which are critical for sustained personal and professional growth. When individuals take responsibility for their actions, they establish trust with those around them, reinforcing their commitment to honesty and fairness. This commitment extends beyond admitting mistakes. It includes making ethical choices, standing by one's values, and consistently acting with integrity, even in challenging situations. Accountability is not merely about taking ownership of one's successes, but also acknowledging failures and learning from them. When people hold themselves accountable, they cultivate a reputation for reliability and honesty, which are essential traits in both leadership and interpersonal relationships. Ethical behavior flourishes in an environment where accountability is prioritized. When individuals understand that their actions have consequences and that they are responsible for upholding ethical standards, they are more likely to make principled decisions. In a professional setting, an employee who takes accountability for their work ensures that ethical considerations are at the forefront of their decision making. For example, a financial advisor who prioritizes accountability will recommend investment strategies based on the best interests of clients rather than personal gain. This ethical approach not only builds trust, but also fosters long-term success by establishing a reputation for fairness and transparency. Conversely, environments that lack accountability often see an increase in unethical behavior, as individuals may feel emboldened to cut corners or engage in dishonest practices without fear of consequences. Integrity, closely tied to accountability, is the unwavering commitment to honesty and moral principles. When individuals act with integrity, they do what is right, even when no one is watching. Accountability reinforces this by ensuring that people remain consistent in their values and actions rather than bending to external pressures. Leaders who embody integrity create a culture of trust within their teams, inspiring others to follow suit. Consider a business leader who openly admits to a flawed decision and takes corrective action rather than shifting blame onto subordinates. By doing so, they set a powerful example demonstrating that integrity is more important than maintaining an illusion of perfection. This transparency not only strengthens their credibility, but also encourages employees to take responsibility for their own actions, fostering an environment where accountability is valued at every level. Self-discipline plays a crucial role in maintaining accountability. While it is easy to commit to ethical behavior and integrity in moments of ease, true accountability requires the discipline to uphold these values even when faced with temptation or adversity. Self-discipline allows individuals to resist shortcuts, uphold commitments, and remain dedicated to their goals despite external pressures. A student who consistently completes assignments on time, even when faced with distractions, demonstrates self-discipline by prioritizing responsibility over convenience. Similarly, an athlete who adheres to a rigorous training schedule despite fatigue exemplifies the discipline necessary for long-term success. In both cases, accountability ensures that individuals remain committed to their objectives rather than succumbing to excuses or momentary lapses in motivation. In professional environments, accountability strengthens organizational culture by promoting ethical behavior and personal responsibility. Companies that integrate accountability into their core values create a workplace where honesty and fairness guide decision-making. Employees who know they will be held accountable for their work are more likely to take their responsibilities seriously, reducing the likelihood of errors or negligence. A project manager who regularly reviews progress, addresses challenges, and acknowledges both successes and shortcomings fosters a team culture where accountability is expected rather than imposed. This proactive approach prevents misunderstandings, improves collaboration, and enhances overall efficiency. In contrast, workplaces that lack accountability often struggle with inefficiency, as employees may avoid responsibility, leading to decreased productivity and unresolved conflicts. The importance of accountability extends beyond individual actions and into broader societal structures. Communities that emphasize accountability experience higher levels of trust and cooperation as individuals recognize the impact of their behavior on the collective well-being. In governance, accountable leadership ensures that public officials act in the best interests of the people rather than prioritizing personal or political gains. A government that transparently reports spending and decision-making processes fosters trust among citizens, reinforcing the idea that accountability is essential for effective leadership. When accountability is absent in institutions, corruption and inefficiency often follow, eroding public trust and weakening societal progress. Personal growth is deeply intertwined with accountability, as self-improvement requires individuals to take ownership of their development. Those who hold themselves accountable for their actions are more likely to set clear goals, measure progress, and make necessary adjustments. A professional striving for career advancement, for instance, must acknowledge areas where they need improvement rather than blaming external factors for stagnation. By taking responsibility for their learning and skill development, they position themselves for long-term success. Similarly, in personal relationships, accountability strengthens bonds by ensuring that individuals take responsibility for their words and actions. When someone acknowledges mistakes and makes amends rather than deflecting blame, they demonstrate emotional maturity and commitment to personal growth. One of the most challenging aspects of accountability is maintaining it in the face of adversity. It is easy to uphold values and commitments when circumstances are favorable, but true accountability is tested when difficulties arise. A business owner facing financial hardship, for example, may be tempted to compromise ethical standards to maintain profitability. However, those who remain accountable to their values will seek ethical solutions even if they require more effort or sacrifice. This commitment to integrity ultimately leads to stronger, more sustainable success as it builds trust and credibility over time. People and organizations that consistently uphold accountability, even in challenging moments, cultivate resilience and long-term stability. Embracing accountability is a transformative force that shapes both personal and professional growth. When individuals take ownership of their actions, they develop a deeper sense of responsibility, fostering trust, integrity, and long-term success. Learning from failures rather than fearing them allows for continuous self-improvement, turning setbacks into opportunities for growth. This mindset cultivates resilience, empowering individuals to navigate challenges with confidence and adaptability. Transparent communication plays a crucial role in this journey, as openness and honesty strengthen relationships and create environments where accountability thrives. Self-reflection further enhances personal development by encouraging awareness of one's strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Through regular introspection, individuals refine their decision-making skills and align their actions with their values and aspirations. Ultimately, accountability is not just a practice, but a guiding principle for a more authentic and fulfilling life. Embracing accountability is not just about taking responsibility. It is about shaping a future defined by growth, integrity, and purpose. Those who commit to honesty, resilience, and lifelong learning do more than improve themselves. They inspire others and contribute to a world where accountability leads to true transformation.